Good afternoon, my great and beautiful friends around the world. This is Amici AK, broadcasting from Nigeria about what we have in common with TBC. And this very afternoon, we'll be looking into some important areas which we need to be very careful when it comes to what we are doing, especially as TBC broadcasters, and areas whereby we can also help people to appreciate what we are doing and have complete knowledge on what we are promoting around the world. So, when I use that word promoting, it's not as if we are promoting TBs by se, but let me quickly correct that impression. We are rather distributing TBC. We are helping people to get the gift around the world. So, when you use the word promotion, it appears as if you are one of those people promoting different each kind of things. That is quite different from gift giving, which is what we are doing. I remain my humble self from HEK, and today is 31st December 2018, the very last day of this very year, 2018, which has been wonderful in the community. So, once again, you're welcome. For clarity purpose, I jotted down some of the points which I've been analyzing here and helping us to put it in, or to think more about it and see area whereby we can improve on what we are doing in the community. And when we do that, I believe that positive things will continue to happen because positive action begets positive results. So, what are those points that I jotted down? I started it this way: be clear enough to help people understand TBC in some ways it's gonna make enough sense to them. Helping people to understand what we are doing is not in a chaotic way, it's not in a confused mindset, it's not confusion laden trying to express or cajole or reinventing the wheel or making it sound more palatable to their hearing. No, we are to be clear enough to understand, help people understand TBC where it will make sense to them, because every reasonable person will never say no to TBC as long as we are able to explain it in clearer terms and it makes enough sense to them. Again, we want to understand the fact that, and bear in mind that we are already seeing how things are playing out around the world, and it's becoming clearer than ever that the choice we make whether to accept TBC or not really matters. The choice we make now whether to accept TBC or to term it whatever name we want to give it just to stay away from it, it matters. We're already seeing so many things happening, and the clarity about what TBC is as an alternative to what people around the world have been suffering from. TBC says it's going to end poverty. It is not for those who are not interested in it. Okay? So it's a matter of choice, and it's choice they make matters. It's left for you. Don't listen to those who don't know what they are talking about, or those who are just carried away by naysayers. So days are gone whereby you continue to try to see different area whereby you can talk someone into TBC. It's no longer that period. We have gone past that stage. We are helping people to see reasons why they need to do something that will help them in the long run and better their life. So we advise here not to go about forcing people into TBC, and at the same time, we don't have to go about forcing people into TBC. It's a clear-cut statement. But at the same time, we have to stop scaring people away from it. In as much as we don't want to go about forcing people into it, we have to be very careful not to be doing the opposite at the same time, scaring people away. Sometimes when you try to reason with people about TBC, maybe due to have knowledge about what's happening around the world, which if compared to what you know, the knowledge you have as a TBCian, which you've gotten from the blog and through what has been dishing out to us, you're already equipped. You have in your hands the complete story, or whatever the needed history as to the reason why everything has been happening the way they are doing. So you know it. But sometimes you come across someone who may not really understand this and start giving you reasons, using terminologies, saying that TBC is 666 or whatsoever and things like that. But you know that it's not just about 666. We have 333. That is three number. We have 666 when it is raised, and when that 666 is also added with another three numbers, it becomes 999. But they don't really know how things are playing out. So when you are trying to help them understand, just be able to isolate those who are able to reason, because we all have come to see here that TBC is stable something, and anything as stable as TBC, there's no room for confusion of any sort. So the only confusion you see in there is just coming from people who don't know what they are talking about. But you know what you're saying. Don't fall into that line or allow yourself to get carried away and say, okay, since you want it that way, let me apply another method and see if I can get you registered. If you end up getting someone registered by telling that person the truth about TBC, believe me, you is going to fall back on you. And when it does, don't, for any reason, call on anyone to assist you. But when you do the right thing in the community, be sure that that right thing is going to follow you, and that right thing is going to bring about more members into the community. And instead of looking at you as someone who don't know what he's saying, your respect will really retain its credibility. So your respect remains intact with you because you know what you're talking. And when you say things the way they are, you'll be doing yourself a great service and not the other way around. It goes on. So there's no doubt about it that so many things are taking place at the same time around the world. We know it. So many things is happening around the world today. Notwithstanding that there are many who are not aware of it. Many people don't know about this. At the same time, some know, but they are just playing the ostrich. But do you know one thing? Whether you know or you don't know, or you know and you are just busy pretending that nothing is happening, one thing I'm assuring here is that it is not going to change an already started course. Yes. The financial crisis around the world is also pointing to the very fact that things are changing. Okay? And when we listen to the news and try to put things together and make issues or make points out of them, find out that we have not in any way been deceived by TBC admin. Rather, we've been given alternative as to what we can really talk and help people appreciate. So while we are doing that, it is important that we get ourselves really in line with what we are talking about. While we're telling people that this thing is like this or it is like that, we should be speaking like those who knows what they are talking about, not those who are just carried along by mere ideologies that has nothing to back it up. So in TBC, we are not pushovers. So while we, the broadcasters in TBC community, are doing our best in giving people this great gift from TBC admin, we are to completely resist the tendency of comparing TBC to any program that people are running today. While we do our best to help people come into terms with what TBC is, giving them this very gift, we want to resist the tendency to compare TBC to any program that people are running around the world today. Yes. To the extent that we don't want to compare it, TBC, I mean, yes, we don't want to compare it even to the programs run by TBC broadcasters, aside from TBC related stuff. If a TBC broadcaster is promoting something else on its own, which is aside from TBC, we don't want to say, okay, look at what Dan Luz is talking about, look at what Randy Wilson is talking about, look at what Derek is talking about. Well, can't you see that that one is also working? We don't want to compare TBC to things like that. Okay? But if we see any program they are running that are in line with TBC, which they are always trying to do, helping people to really understand TBC more than anyone else, that is where we need to look at and learn from them. So for the fact that you are in TBC, it doesn't stop you from doing whatever you are doing. TBC is a give and take. The level of your input determines your output in TBC. And as we all know, we are in the building phase of TBC. Resist the tendencies of allowing people to tell you untrue, tell you lies about TBC, or give you reasons, illogical reasons, and you allow yourself to get carried along. It simply shows that you are yet to fully understand what you are doing. But if you do understand what you are into, I don't think anyone can talk you out of TBC. So, what are the dangers of liking TBC to any other stuff that people run, or any other program that people run around the world today? If we liken TBC to any program, like anything that has to do with any third-party exchange platform, for instance, even if that exchange is working or it is paying, let us know one thing very well. Even if such an exchange that people are attaching TBC with, even if it is paying, the the service is going to be to DBC at the long run is higher than any little benefits it may come with. Those people running such platforms, they know that they are not really doing TBC any favor, because people have been scammed into by several things. And when people allow themselves to get involved with such third parties, the other way around, it will be busy scaring the new members in. It will be scaring new members away from TBC, because those who don't really understand the concept will just take it just like, yes, it's just like one of these MLM versions, and it's been happening, we've been hearing things like that. So when we compare TBC to ordinary things, which is not, it will be doing TBC disservice, because people will not be seeing the real idea behind TBC. They'll be moved to start comparing TBC to lesser things, things of lesser values. And as we know, that will not be helping us. So when that is happening, the only members who will be rotating in it will just be old members. And with time, when you don't have new ones coming into a program, such as those third-party exchanges, it will crash. And when it does crash, the blame will now be on TBC. We now see the reason why it is not good to do that. So we should resist the tendency of comparing TBC with anything else, because it is not going to help the community reach the ultimate goal anytime soon. It will just become to people like another version of MLM, which TBC is not. So, yeah. So when they are terming it as something which it is not, the mindset of people will be wrongly placed, or wrongly, people will have wrong idea of what TBC is. So for us to avoid that, we want to do anything that we can to stay away from telling people that TBC is like this. It is something you can compare it to something of this nature, or that platform that pays people, it is paying like this. No, TBC is on its own. Something like it has never been tried before, and when we see that we are really moving forward in the community and we are trying to help people understand what we are doing, it will go a long way in helping us to reach the ultimate goal, which we are all planning and we are all hoping to achieve very soon. The script from the admin has made everything very simple. Okay, we are seeing how we can be able to move the community to achieve its aim very well. But notwithstanding about the not minding whatsoever that is happening presently, we are seeing how the turn of events around the world is happening. And when we're looking at that with our own eyes, we are rather encouraging people not to go on believing that what they have in fiat currency today is going to carry them to that extent. When they look at fiat currencies of around the world today, they don't know that it's a debt hanging around them. Because if really that fiat currency is what it's claimed to be to get you financially free or stable, why are people still struggling? When you have an abundance, it's quite different from scarcity. Scarcity is different from abundance. So let us be wiser than those who don't know TBC. We have come to know it, and people who want to really fast forward their progress in TBC, they have the cash flow. Yes, and the Wilson runs one, and many other leaders. Okay, uh-huh. If you choose to contact me about how to make something great out of your TBC career, as the case may be, let me say it's a career because we are still building it. We are building our careers in TBC. If you want to know more as to how you can do that very well, you contact me, I'll put you through. But the best option now for all of us is to make the reading of TBC blog our ultimate goal. That is priority that every TBCians want to keep on holding to. Nobody wants to play with it. Unless if you want yourself to be carried away by those who don't know anything, those who are claiming to be advisors, those who are always on top, whereas they don't have anything. All they are interested is your money. They can only part with your money, and when they are done, you not see them again. They may not have your time again. Then they won't even have your time again. So get yourself educated. Get yourself to understand what is happening around the world. BBC is exposing us to so many great things and important events happening around us, which when you look at those who don't know about it, within your mind you'll be smiling, laughing at them. Yes, you cannot laugh at them because they don't want to know. When you try to give them ideas as to what is happening, they will quickly push you over, push you aside. So go and sit down. What are you talking? You're telling me that what I know ever since I was born is no longer going to be like that. It never happened, and so it's not going to happen. You see reasons why people continue to give you different reasons why what you are doing is not worth it, but you know exactly that what you are doing is worth it. And the GCR, we are already seeing it playing out. So it is not going to be a problem. It won't be too much for you to ask someone to stack something aside in TBC. Okay? Whatever happens, let's see how it's going to work out. But we are seeing that TBC is stable. All the stories, the negativities are surrounding the other altcoins is never heard in TBC. TBC has rather been becoming getting stronger and stronger than ever before. So when we try to do our best in helping others to understand what we are doing, if they choose not to, we are not the one to force them. A time is going to come whereby they'll be the one looking for us. They'll be the one, I was told about this thing sometimes ago, but I didn't really actually look at it that way. Because those people allow what they're saying to confuse them. Okay? Huh. But when we know that we know what we are doing and we know it inside out, let us go with that very courage. Let us be mindful that what we are talking about is not just any form of programs of today. That's it. It's not any form of programs that people are running quickly to make money and they solve their problems and they continue to look for another means to scam people. TBC is not like that. So we have seen interesting things happening in the community. People are already using TBC to acquire good things. People who are getting in anew are seeing that it is something viable, and they are seeing that all the promises made by admin, that it is being fulfilled. So till when next when we talk, I remain my humble self, Amechi, and the year is rounding up today. We thank God that we are still alive to witness it. So let us continue to help people appreciate TBC. Let us help people to receive this very gift. Let us stay away from promotion. We are not promoting, we are giving. Let them know that we are distributing something of worthwhile in nature. Let them know that we are giving them alternative. Okay? Let them know that we are not antichrist. Let them know that TBC is here to save humanity, to keep people away from being cheated. Help them understand the benefit of TBC aside from other things that people are talking about end time and things like that. But when you read and really know what you're doing, you know. This is Amechi. Thank you for listening. I remain yours. Good day.